sportsmanship starts with you.
Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and those around you.
Good sportsmanship is about character, accountability,
and setting a positive example in and out of competition.
Before the game starts, remember,
sportsmanship starts with you.
We watch sports to see the unexpected. We play sports to feel something. Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. But our reputation wasn't given to us, it was earned. We are the rising stars, the grinders, the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. From the backyards and backfields to the back rooms and backstage, we put in the work, and we're starting to reap the rewards. We've got events wacky and wild. Big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the essence are silent. Let's go!
Good evening and welcome to County Soccer Complex in Des Moines, Iowa, the home of the Iowa High School Athletic Association State Soccer Tournament presented by Farm Bureau. We're here on Field 7 with today's Class A quarterfinal between Waukee Northwest and Pleasant Valley. I'm Thomas Campbell here for this matchup between the number 3 and the number 6 seeds of the IHSAA's bracket. Both these teams are returning to the state tournament for the first time since the 2022 season. Both teams will play the exact same team they did in their last game of the 2022 season. This is a rematch of that 2022 state championship where Pleasant Valley captured that in penalties after a closely fought 0-0 game. But there's been a lot of roster turnover since then, a few players still being present for each team, including Abdullah Iqbal, who leads the Wolves in scoring with 10 goals this season. But that is just about it. There are only 4 seniors for this Pleasant Valley squad, and only Evan Ward participated in those back-to-back state championships in 2021 and 2022. On the road to state, the Wolves took down Sioux City North and Southeast Polk in their sub-state bracket, with the Spartans taking down Muscatine and only defeating Bettendorf by a score of 1-0. But this should be a very close-fought game between two squads and coaches who are familiar with each other after that state championship just 2 years ago. When we come back, we'll introduce the starting lineups and get you ready for kickoff of this Class 4A final. You're watching free coverage of the quarterfinals provided by the IHSAA. We'll be right back with more. You're watching the 2024 IHSAA State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
athletics, and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles,
and gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state soccer tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
Welcome back to the 2024 state tournament here at County Soccer Complex. And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting the 2024 IHSAA State Soccer Tournament. As sole title sponsor of Iowa High School Athletic Association, Farm Bureau recognizes athletic and academic achievement on the field and in the classroom, helping to nurture Iowa's future leaders. Well, we're back here for the 4A quarterfinal between Waukee Northwest and Pleasant Valley. Wolves being led into this game by their senior striker, Abdullah Iqbal, has 10 goals and 6 assists on the year, whereas the Pleasant Valley Spartans being led into this game by Isai Vasquez, their sophomore striker, who has 14 goals and 4 assists on the year. It should be a very tightly contested game between these two teams. Both these coaches have tenure. Wayne Ward for the Spartans on his 7th season already captured 2 state championships in 2021 and 2022. Carlos Acebe in his 20th season, first at Waukee, and now has been at Waukee Northwest for all 4 years of their existence. Made the state tournament and in 2022 failed to make the state tournament last year in 2023, falling to Ankeny Centennial in the sub-state final, but they are back now. Should be a very interesting game between these two teams. They both like to play a fast, high-level game. Waukee Northwest will look to get down into the corners and find crosses into the box, whereas Pleasant Valley will invite pressure and just leave that up to their goalkeeper, Gavin Ralston, to hold on to that. He has only given up 15 goals this year. Tate Schendel playing in the net for the Wolves today, replacing the injured Will Looking Bill throughout the season, who went down early with a separated collarbone. Schendel has only given up 11 goals all year, has a save percentage of 77%, and looks to have a strong game today. Just a second, we will give it over to our PA announcer here on Field 7 for team introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Iowa High School Athletic Association in the City of Des Moines welcome you to County Soccer Park and this, the 2024 Boys State Soccer Tournament. This quarterfinal match in Class 4A features the Spartans of Pleasant Valley and the Wolves of Waukee Northwest. Let's meet the players and coaches of both teams. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Spartans of Pleasant Valley. We'll be introducing the non-starters and assistant coaches. Number 00, Henry Allers. Number 2, Ethan Chang. Number 6, Roman Komarsik. Number 13, Connor Schutte. Number 14, Henry Ganaway. Number 15, Elijah Dell. Number 16, Lucas Wilstead. Number 17, Jeremiah Gibbs. Number 19, Omar Khan. Number 22, Ryan Lindquist. Number 25, Samuel Brockman. Number 27, Ezra Welch. Number 28, Colton Schutte. Assistant coaches, Ken Novak, Adam Cuny, and Jason Beal. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Wolves of Waukee Northwest, introducing the non-stars and assistant coaches. Number 1, Will Luckenbill. Number 2, Aiden Goosefa. Number 2, Brody Lind. Number 5, Jackson Asabe. Number 7, Agassi Torres. Number 11, Caleb Dikumana. Number 12, Amel Asmanovich. Number 14, Sam Ratcliffe. Number 16, Eddie Mihura. Number 18, Ryan Carpenter. Number 21, Grady Wilcox. Number 25, Gage Beckel. Number 29, Logan Dunn. Assistant coaches, Trevor Jones, Jack Simons, Trent Michael, Travis Irvin, Chad Jameson, Jack Andrews. Now it's time for the starters for Pleasant Valley. Your starters, the senior number 3, Aiden Stofflet. Number 4, a senior, Brett Adams. The junior number 5, Jack Ryder. The sophomore number 7, Isai Vasco. The sophomore number 8, Cooper Reynolds. The junior number 9, Darius Colbert. The freshman number 10, Anthony Lino Montez. The senior number 11, Evan Ward. The junior number 12, Dominic Rebra. The junior number 24, Samuel Kitzman. And then goal tonight, the sophomore number 1, Galvin Ralston. The Spartans, with a record of 15-2, head coached by Wayne Ward. Now introducing the starters for Waukee Northwest. The junior number 3, J.T. Spalding. The senior number 4, Aiden McGinnis. The junior number 6, Riley Jones. Senior number 9, Abdullah Iqbal. The senior number 10, Cooper Collins. The junior number 13, Landon Stuffy. The junior number 15, Gabe Wenzel. The sophomore number 17, Aiden Gabrielson. The senior number 24, Owen Duff. The senior number 30, J.T. Suss. And in goal tonight, a sophomore number 1, Tate Schendel. The Wolves, with a record of 14-3, are coached by Carlos Asabe. Your officials for this game, as assigned by the Iowa High School Athletic Association: your center referee, Michael Vasatka. AR1, Jared Meyer. AR2, Jacob Larson. And the fourth official, Cassidy Moltor. The field is yours for play. Enjoy.
And you just heard the starting lineups from the PA announcer, but we will run over those real quick again. Starting in the net for the visiting Pleasant Valley Spartans is number 1, Gavin Ralston, then left to right in the defense, number 8, Cooper Reynolds, number 3, Aiden Stofflet, number 4, Brett Adams, number 5, Jack Ryder, a midfield trio of number 11, Evan Ward, number 24, Sam Kitsak, number 10, Anthony Montez, number 9, Darius Holbert, number 7, Cy Vasquez, and number 12, Dominic Redbro, to complete the starting 11. Now for the home team, the Waukee Northwest Wolves, starting the net, number 0, Tate Schendel. From left to right on defense, number 13, Landon Steffi. Number 24, Owen Duff. Number 15, Gabe Wenzel. Number 30, JT Sutz. A midfield trio compiling of number 6, Riley Jones. Number 4, Aiden McGinnis. And number 10, Cooper Collins. And a front three consisting of number 17, Aiden Gabrielson. Number 9, Abdullah Iqbal. And number 3, JT Spalding. Both strong lineups for each team. Both lineups that we have seen a lot this year throughout the season. We are just about to get underway with this final quarterfinal match of the day here on Field 7 between the 3rd-seeded Waukee Northwest Wolves, the 6th-seeded Pleasant Valley Spartans. Spartans come into this game with a record of 14-2. Their only losses coming at Bettendorf and at Dallas Center Grimes. Wolves come in with a record of 13-3. Their losses coming against Johnston, at Lynn Mar, and then against Dowling later on in the season. Currently on a winning streak of 3 games are the Wolves. It will be Abdullah Iqbal to kick this ball off as we get underway in just a second here. Should be a phenomenal game between two teams who have met before. Just waiting for the ref's whistle now. Goes, and we are underway here in this 4A kickoff. Riley Jones sends the ball deep down, intended for JT Spalding. It will find its way over to Darius Holbert, though, and now the ball played in deep for Abdullah Iqbal. He will take that to the corner. Exactly what the Wolves are trying to do there is get down in the corner and try to find those outlet passes in to get the ball into the net. Will be a first goal kick here for Gavin Ralston. Will instead be Aiden Stofflet to take that for his keeper. Ball played deep up the field, headed towards Lino Montez. Find its way over towards JT Spalding. Just reset it back to Wenzel. Owen Duff there in the backfield with the ball. Duff having played all 4 of his years on varsity. First one coming at Waukee. Northwest are a very patient team. They're not going to try to force anything. And you will see this a lot tonight of the center backs just switching plays. That ball played deep for Iqbal. Able to find it. Goes out off the head of a Spartan for a Northwest throw-in. Suss to take this. He'll go deep down the line trying to find Iqbal. Iqbal not able to control that, and that will be Adams just fighting him off the ball. Iqbal eventually wins it. Getting into the midfield and just taken off of him by Evan Ward. Be the first corner of the night for either team. The Wolves take it will be Cooper Collins out there. Northwest so far holding almost all of the possession tonight. Just 2 minutes played though. Collins to take. It's a low driven ball towards the back post. Iqbal finds it but can't put it in. Wenzel now controlling a few tackles there. Will find itself at the feet of Redbro. Ball played up, headed for Vasquez. And just unable to fall to him. Suss to take his second throw-in of the night. First time Pleasant Valley has shown any kind of attack there. Ball played deep into Iqbal. Ball lays it off for Collins. Collins looking to get the cross in, just can't find anything there. Go out for the second corner of the night for the Wolves. During the state championship game 2 years ago, Pleasant Valley just absorbed pressure all night from Northwest and was able to send it to penalties, eventually winning on penalties. Will be Collins to take this second corner of the night. Ball played in low, driving towards the front post, and just sent away. Handball there. Darius Holbert was fighting for it. This kick to be taken by Kitzman. Just send that one deep. They're intended for Vasquez. Taken away here by Lino Montez. Back into the middle for Ward. First real movement we've seen from the Spartans all night. That ball played up Dickball. Just slow up play. And the Wolves reset. You'll be seeing that a lot tonight. Very patient team. Steffi playing that in deep. Tended for Iqbal, just headed away there by Adams. Sus now avoiding the slide of Rebro. There Vasquez gets down and tries to take the ball away. Eventually they will. Over at the foot of Reynolds. Reynolds gives it over to Lino Monte. Ball played in deep, no one there. Duff will just collect and reset back to Schendel. Tate Schendel's first touches of the night from his own net. That will bounce out again once for a throw-in. One also sent deep in Iqbal. Wolves trying to use Iqbal as a target man already several times tonight, have not been able to reach him. Just 5 minutes gone from this 4A quarterfinal matchup. Sus takes another throw-in tonight. Again, down towards Iqbal and just bodied off the ball he was by Brett Adams. Goes out for another Spartans goal kick. Spartans so far just absorbing pressure, not really able to get forward that often. Will be Adams to take. By Stofflet. Ball sent up, intended for Lima Monte. Now on the foot of Rebro. Rebro's got some strength out there as he shows it. Tries to play the ball into Vasquez, and that's just intercepted by Jones. Now the ball up for Iqbal, sent out of bounds by Stofflet. Neither team showing much of a threat yet, other than that corner that found its way to Abdullah Iqbal that he was unable to put in. Iqbal now with the ball down on the far sideline. Just touched out of bounds there by number 5, Jack Ryder. Wolves look to be preparing for a long throw in here from Wenzel. Wenzel will try to find Iqbal once again. Find its way all the way back to him. Wenzel with the cross. Ball showing some of his strength. Just taken away by Stofflet. That ball in, intended for McGinnis. Jones now will fire a shot. Can't find anyone, and that ball is cleared all the way back to Landon Steffi in the defense. He loses his footing. Vasquez flying in there to make the tackle. Will go out for another Wolves throw-in. Will be Wenzel to take this throw-in. Wolves controlled majority of the possession here in today's game. That's quickly taken away, given up to Vasquez. Opportunity to get forward for Pleasant Valley squandered as that will be played over to Suss. Ball played back, and Duff will just send that one deep. First opportunity to get forward here for Pleasant Valley. It's Holbert taking it up. And just taken down there by number 10, Cooper Collins. A dangerous free kick here for Pleasant Valley. Place where they could throw one into the box and allow one of their big bodies to get on it. Will be Aiden Stofflet to take. Just outside of the center circle. Likely no opportunity to go for goal here, but if he could loft this up into a position, they could allow someone to get ahead of it. Stofflet puts it up. Intended for Holbert there, and Steffi just gets in front of it as it pins balls around. Now controlled by JT Spalding, loses his foot. Vasquez on it. Vasquez driving towards the corner, gives it off to Holbert. Now with Lino Montez. The shot there from Rebo is just over the bar. It was a brilliant hit off the volley. In all honesty, he did well to even get a correct foot on that, as it is just drifting over the bar. First attempt on net for the Spartans there. Shendil will go quick out to Duff. Northwest likes to play short from the goal kicks. It'll be very rare to see them go as long. Is a staple of Carlos Acevedo coach teams is the ability to play out of the back. That ability to play out of the back is what they try to lean on, is they just try to hold it in the back here. Ball up to Suss. Suss managing to get through the challenge from Rebro. Suss taking it deep. And a wild challenge there from JT Suss. Just taking out Aiden Stofflet. No card though. Just over 10 minutes gone in this 4A quarterfinal matchup. Stofflet from deep in his own area will send that up. Rebro gets a head on it. You know, Monte fighting with Collins for the ball. All the way back to Stofflet once again as he will just clear away, sending it up towards Vasquez. There's Holbert playing Vasquez down into the corner. Opportunity here for Pleasant Valley. Ryder gets the ball back in a position and will just fire an across for being taken down by Steffi as he hit that. Suss manages to intercept, and Duff will just clear deep. Vasquez manages to take it away, gets it back to Ward. Vasquez going to get ground there, no call. Ball played up now in the hands of Ward at midfield. Pleasant Valley controlling much better than they did earlier in this game. Tackle made there by Riley Jones. Doesn't seem to be happy with it. Looked like a bit of a jump that Rebro had to make to avoid that tackle and drawing the foul. The Ward to take this another dangerous position for Pleasant Valley to launch one up into the box and try to have someone get onto it. Ward sets and will fire, just lofting that up. Vasquez has it, and it falls to Kinson. Call is a foul there. And pushing as the ball played quickly to Collins. Just back to Steffi here. Wolves not showing any kind of need. Being very patient with the ball. Taken away by Rebro, and Pleasant Valley are off and running. Rebro has space. Some fancy footwork. He will reset it back to Lino Mates, who loses the ball. McGinnis there gives it right back to Ward. Ward with the shot. And that's nowhere close to the net. Tate Schendel had nothing to worry about there. Be a goal kick for the Wolves here.
Come on, boys. Fight each other out.
Sun's starting to set here at County Soccer Complex. Just sent back over to Duff. Wolves still showing that patience that they've shown all season, all game so far. Played up to Collins now, and Collins will just send that deep looking for Iqbal. Wolves tried to go up that left channel so far tonight. Just unsuccessful there. Rebro has it, trying to get past Collins here. Goes out for a Pleasant Valley throw-in, and they'll have to redo that. Rebro just went a little too far up there. Be Reynolds now to take the throw-in. All the way up to Vasquez. Vasquez loses it on the turn. Monte able to recover. Ball played in, looking for Ryder. Just cleared away by Wenzel. Holbert manages to take it away. Darius Holbert just has it taken away by J.T. Spalding, and they will say that ball went out on Holbert for a Wolves throw-in. Holbert re-wins the ball immediately. Lino Monte now, plenty of space in the middle, gives it over to Rebro. Rebro now out wide, finding Reynolds. Reynolds plays the ball in, can't find anyone. Now with Ward. Over to Rebro, Rebro loses it. Spartans growing into this game, and Abdul Iqbal has some space, and he's got some speed as he dribbles down that left side, looking for players in the area. Ball just trying to thread the needle, unable to get through those defenders. Ball all the way up to Rebro as he is pursued by Suss. Just switched the field with a brilliant ball over here to Ryder. Ryder with plenty of space down that left sideline. Ball played in, and Schendel will just come out to claim. No danger there. Sent over Duff. Just holding on to it as they have all day. Not in any kind of hurry. 15 minutes gone from this first half between the third-seeded Wolves and sixth-seeded Spartans. Wolves showing no urgency here. Pleasant Valley showing no need to pressure. They are just inviting Northwest to come forward. Holbert manages to win it there. It's just sent out of bounds by McGinnis. Will be Ryder to take this throw in on the near side. Substitutions now for Pleasant Valley. Number 2, Ethan Chang coming into the game, replacing Darius Holbert. Vasquez trying to flick Chang on. They're just unable to, as he will get past and just play that ball right out of bounds. It was tiptoeing on the line and eventually just slides. Pleasant Valley showing some high press for the first time tonight. Trying to hold Northwest in their own area. Ball finds its way over to Jones. Just back to Schendel there, no foul. Vasquez not giving much chase, just keeping those Wolves defenders in check. Ball played in deep from Duff, intended for Iqbal, unable to find him, and here comes Ward with it. We'll get it over to Chang, and Chang immediately dispossessed by Cooper Collins. Ball down in the corner for J.T. Spalding, and Aiden Stofflet does a brilliant job getting back to cut off Spalding there. Goes out for another Wolves corner, this to be taken once again by Cooper Collins. J.T. Suss coming in for support here. It'll be Spalding or Suss, one of two. Suss with the in-swinger. And it will be Suss as he sets up to take. It's a low-driven ball to the back post, just punched away by Ralston. Steffi holding on to the ball for Northwest. He'll throw that back in. Riley Jones heading that towards the back post for Owen Duff. and taken away by Ryder. Pleasant Valley eases some of the pressure, but not all of it. Will be a Wolves throw-in to come. That ball played in deep for Iqbal. Spalding now taking this towards the corner. This is where Northwest can be dangerous. Spalding just managing to get through, and that will go out for a corner off of the foot of Brett Adams. Will be Collins and Suss again over standing under that corner. Will be Suss to take. Suss, the left-footed in-swinger. That's low and driven towards the front post. Find its way back out to Collins. Collins trying to thread the needle, just can't. Eventually cleared away by Cooper Reynolds. Finds its way all the way up to Asai Vasquez, who just can't hold on to the ball. Owen Duff unable to find anything. Will just reset to Riley Jones. Ball now at the feet of Chang. Chang manages to get past, plays a brilliant 1-2 with Vasquez. Chang driving in towards the middle, will switch field to Rebro. That taken away by Suss. Wolves unable to hold on to the ball there. Now that's taken away by JT Spalding. So we'll just reset back to Steffi here. No urgency being shown from Northwest. Just over one corner of this game played. Neither team has been very threatening. That ball played in, headed for Aiden Gabrielson, unable to get his body on that to keep it down. Ball goes out for another Wolves throw-in. Will be Wenzel to take this. Deep throw there from Wenzel. It's cleared out. Chang can't clear it out, and that's sent in to Iqbal. Ball back to Spalding. Jones there sending it out wide for Suss. Suss trying to center it. Stoffler just unable to keep it out as he slid into that. And Stofflet did well, though, to stop that ball from being centered, as there were Wolves waiting for it. Collins and Suss standing over the corner once again. Will be Collins to take. Collins, the right-footed, will have an in-swinger from that side. Wolves nearly scored off a corner earlier in the game. Collins plays low driven. Just unable to find anyone as that is cleared out by Lino Monte. Throw in deep, headed for McGinnis. It is unable to get anything on as that is just sent out of bounds once again by Brett Adams. Few substitutions now for each team. Will be Asabe coming into the game for Northwest. Will be Elisha Dale coming into the game for Pleasant Valley. Along with Jeremiah Gibbs. That ball played in deep for Iqbal. Reset back out to Suss. Suss cutting inside. Suss some fancy footwork there. Fires the right-footed shot just over the bar. Suss, traditionally a left footer, got quite a lot of power on that right-footed shot. Other substitution coming into the game for the Spartans would be number 13, Connor Shuddy, coming in at striker, replacing Asai Vasquez. Stofflet plays that deep once again. Shutt with the chance to run onto it, but Steffi deals with it nicely. Shutt just unable to win the ball. Goes out for a Wolves corner. Wetzel to throw that in, just flicked on by Spalding, and then flicked on again. Asabe just bided off the ball there by Aiden Stofflet. A little too much body. That draws the foul. Steffi coming up to take it. Quickly taken. Riley Jones looking out wide for Wenzel. Wenzel in a foot race with the ball. He doesn't win that foot race, goes out for a Pleasant Valley throw. Ball thrown in and then headed around a little bit. Kitzman will send it out of bounds. Once again sent out of bounds there by Ryder. Another Wolves throw-in incoming. Just 15 minutes left to play here in this first half. Wenzel looking to get another deep throw-in and will send it towards Iqbal. Getting right back. Here comes the cross from Wenzel. No one on the end of it, and it will be sent out back. Gabrielson, his shot looking to go off the back of number 15, Elisha Dale there. Deep throw-in. Asabe gets his head on it. Fall all the way back out to Jones. Kitzman can't get the clearance far enough. Collins with the shot just deflected. And out comes Ralston to claim. Ball up. Reynolds plays that deep and intended for Shutt. Wolves reset once again with Schendel. Momentum has swung just a little bit here. It was all Pleasant Valley just 5 minutes ago. Northwest getting some of that early momentum back. Collins with it, trying to get it away from Adams, just unable to. That's just sent up the field by Ryder. Intended for Shutt.
Get it back, get it back, get it back. Get it back, get it back.
JT Suss. Iqbal with the turn there. And just too heavy of a touch from Iqbal. That will go out for another Spartan goal kick. 13 minutes left to play. Only one substitution being made by Northwest so far. Several being made by Pleasant Valley to this point. Stofflet sends that one deep once again. All the way down. Shutt managing to get a body on it, but Northwest regains possession from there. Duff now goes deep. It's picked up by Asabe in midfield. Immediately taken away by Kitzman, and here comes Vasquez on the break. He'll send it into Shutt. Shutt lays it off for Chang. Chang out wide for Ryder. Ryder sends one in, and Schendel is just able to claim. No damage done. No real danger there from the Spartans. Steffi just sends that out wide to Wenzel. Gets it right back. Wolves still being patient. Neither team has had quite a threatening attack so far. Here comes Iqbal. Iqbal sending that in for Gabrielson. Gabrielson just unable to get on it. It's taken away by Reynolds. Gabrielson winning it right back though. Suss fighting with Adams down. And that is a foul there on Brett Adams. Little shove to the back of JT Suss there. Be a free kick in a dangerous area for Waukee Northwest.
Nothing on the inside.
The Collins or Suss to take this. Both standing over it. Two-man wall for Pleasant Valley. It's Dale and Reynolds in the wall. It will be Collins. He switches over it, and here comes Suss with the outswinging ball to the back post. Over everyone's heads, and Iqbal will recover. Managing to just keep it in. And losing it to Shutt. Shutt gets it over to Kitzman. Kitzman just clears off the chest of Landon Steffi. Now back in, JT Suss. Too heavy of a touch there. Goes out for another Spartan goal kick. Ten minutes left to play. Northwest been on the front foot for a majority of the game, but Pleasant Valley has had their opportunities, though none have been very dangerous for either team. Score remains at 0-0, similar to how it did in that state championship just 2 years ago. Ball sent in deep. Kitzman managing to get ahead on it. A little bit of miscommunication there between Lima Montez and Gibbs. Ball sent in there to Shutt. Taken by Dale, and Dale quickly dispossessed by Ossabe, and both fighting for the ball now. Goes out off of Ossabe for a Spartan throw-in. Now it's Holbert with the ball, returning to the game. Holbert getting out wide and just taken down by Owen Duff. Will be a great opportunity here for the Spartans to get one on the board as the clock ticks just under 10 minutes. Will be Reynolds coming up here to take this free kick in a dangerous area. Only one in the wall for Northwest, and it is JT Suss. Cooper Reynolds to take this free kick. Will be an outswinging ball. And it's low and driven, headed away by Landon Steffi. Does well there to get it away. Montez just sends it all the way back to his own defense. Cleared out by Aiden Stofflet. Suss misses it. And here comes Dale, just dispossessed by Cooper Collins. Neither team holding possession very well in today's game. Something having spoken to Carlos Ossabe a multitude of times before, I know he will be frustrated with that the Wolves are not maintaining possession very well. Ball will just fall out of bounds for a Northwest throw-in. Ball played up, Spalding able to get a foot on it, and here comes Jack Ryder. Ryder with the ball sent in. Deep in for Shutt. Holbert calls for the foul there. Interesting call. Looked to be fighting with Gabe Wenzel there. Pleasant Valley faithful just unhappy with that call. Feels as if it was a foul on Wenzel and that Holbert was pulled down. Looked to be a lot of contact from both players. Darius Holbert, the second leading scorer for the Spartans, has 11 goals and 10 assists on the year. Ball played in deep, but just dealt with by Stofflet. Less than 7 minutes to play here in this first half. Ball played in for Collins. Collins just giving it over to Osabay. Now back to Riley Jones. Riley Jones with the turn. That ball in intended for JT Spalding, just a little too far was the lofted pass from Riley Jones. Out for another Spartan goal kick. Will be Stofflet to take this once again. Ball played in deep. And taken away by Gabrielson. Sent all the way up to Iqbal, and now Gabrielson with the one-touch back. Sent away looking for Vasquez there. Osabay just gets it over to Gabe Wenzel. Headed away. JT Spalding now with a chance. He's got some speed. Spalding just managing to hold on to it. Looks to get it in. And Ralston's there to claim. JT Spalding showed some fancy footwork there. Ball played out to Ryder. It's off the head of several players. Leo Montez gets it back over. Now Holbert with the ball. Just taken down with a shove from the back by Cooper Collins there. This turning into a very physical game. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Be Jack Ryder to take this. Ryder looking deep. It's lofted up. In intended for Vasquez. Headed away by Steffi. And just cleared out of bounds by Aiden Gabrielson. That was a very dangerous opportunity for the Spartans. Vasquez went up with Steffi, but it was Steffi winning the header there. Reynolds takes that throw in, looking for Vasquez. Just cleared out once again by Gabrielson. That ball intended for Holbert, but there's Landon Steffi once again to clear it away. Ball's got it with some space and some speed, and he is just taken to the ground by a multitude of Spartans right around midfield. 3:30 left to play in this for a quarterfinal between the 3-seeded Wolves and the 6-seeded Spartans. Will be Cooper Collins to take this free kick in a similar situation as to Pleasant Valley just had. Chance to throw this in the box. Just lobbed up in there, into the sun. Iqbal unable to get a head on it. And Darius Holbert has some speed, and he's going down the line, fighting with Gabe Wenzel once again. Iqbal able to regain the ball. He makes a turn, driving in. Osabay now with it. No players managed to get a shot. Aiden Gabrielson with the shot now deflected away. Just being clattered around the box now. Some chaos in this game. Riley Jones just taken to the ground there by Dominic Rebro. Starting to get very physical between these two very familiar teams. Several players from this Northwest team were there just a few short years ago when they lost that state championship, including Abdullah Iqbal, Cooper Collins, and JT Spalding. Only one player here for Pleasant Valley that was there. Jones plays that in, and it's headed in deep. Just touched off the ball by Ralston. Does a great job, but it's still alive. Sent out of bounds by Osabay. Gavin Ralston doing a wonderful job to get up there and touch that over the bar. That was played in by Riley Jones. Nearly the first goal of the match with just 1:40 left to play in this first half. I was saying only one player for that Pleasant Valley roster that is still here today, and that would be Evan Ward. He was there for both state championship squads. Spartans only have 4 seniors on the roster this year. Cy Vasquez just managing to get it away from Duff, but Owen Duff right there to regain the ball. Just a minute 10 left. Possibly time for one more attack for each team. Ball played in. Darius Holbert and Gabe Wenzel just colliding there. Foul goes against Wenzel. Just under a minute left here. Chance here for Pleasant Valley to get on the board. Will be Jack Ryder to take it once again. The sun sets on County Soccer Complex. There's Ryder sending it in deep. Headed and saved off the line by Schendel off the head of his own defender, Landon Steffi. Tate Schendel doing a great job to get back and redirect. Landing near the post. Looks a bit shaken up, but he's up and moving. A phenomenal save there by the sophomore. Deep ball played up. 16 seconds left. Vasquez and Steffi colliding there as Steffi gets his head to the ball first. And with just 5 seconds, that will likely do it for this first half. That is it. Waukee Northwest and Pleasant Valley are tied at nothing at the half. We'll take a look back to the first half after this break. You're watching free coverage of quarterfinal action provided by the IHSAA. We'll be right back with more from the Iowa High School Athletic Association State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Perfect.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
We watch sports to see the unexpected. We play sports to feel something. Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. But our reputation wasn't given to us, it was earned. We are the rising stars, the grinders, the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. From the backyards and backfields to the back rooms and backstage, we put in the work, and we're starting to reap the rewards. We've got events wacky and wild. Big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the essence are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to the quarterfinals here at County Soccer Complex in Des Moines. The quarterfinals are free to view here through the IHSAA. IHSAA is proud to be able to highlight student athletes in schools in an easy and accessible way with production from the Central Iowa Sports Network. We're here at halftime of the 4A quarterfinal between the third-seeded Waukee Northwest Wolves and the sixth-seeded Pleasant Valley Spartans, a rematch of 2022 state championship game, and just like 2022, it is 0-0 here at the half. Chances were had by both teams, including a stellar chance from Abdullah Iqbal in the first half off of a corner, but he was unable to put a foot on it. Then Landon Steffi headed one back towards his own goal, but Tate Schendel was able to get onto it. And before we go to one last break, we would like to take the opportunity to thank all of the volunteers and individuals that make this and every IHSAA state tournament possible. The IHSAA is made up of 15 full-time staff members. This time we'd like to introduce you to that staff.
We've got a phenomenal staff, and they're very committed to not just our 360 some schools, but the 70,000 male athletes that we provide programs for. That's what we try to keep in focus as much as possible, and that keeps us going. That's the fuel that kind of makes that train run.
Been with the Athletic Association 22 years, currently one of the assistant directors under Mr. Keating, and serve in the capacity working with our student outreach services, and also am the bowling administrator, former golf administrator, and then work with our corporate sponsors and advertisers with regard to association publications, website.
So currently I'm the administrator for football, swimming, and track and field. As part of that, it's helping schools and officials with rules interpretations, organizing the state events at our different venues, communicating with officials, hiring officials, and assigning officials for the postseason competition.
I'm the director of officials, and then I'm also the sport administrator for wrestling and golf.
I help manage all the officials in the state of Iowa, make sure they're fully registered and have all their stuff completed prior to the season's beginning and the postseason.
Right now I oversee I administer sports of basketball and soccer.
So assistant director here at State Association. I'm a sports administrator for cross country, tennis, and baseball. I do our student advisory group, and I'm one of the 3 directors that helps with eligibility.
I am an administrative assistant here at the Iowa High School Athletic Association. I help out with the enrollment and beds and participation survey and the co-op sharing agreements for schools.
My position's evolved because our communication method has switched completely online from a print or driven organization that had its own print shop to now ADs online, supers online, fans online, parents online, students online. Everybody wants to see everything, so our website became our priority. Social media exploded because it had to. We've had to digitize our operations, and so as communications director, that means coming up with a lot of new things and new ways to do things.
Internal employee type things, benefits, payrolls, things like that. I do the internal financial statements.
I assist in the accounting department, so I assist Jess as the director of finance. So I deal with all our accounts receivables and our accounts payables, and I am also assisting her with the online ticketing program, Hometown Ticketing.
I specialize kind of in the student leadership realm and help Chad with some of his workshops and registration behind the scenes. I line up meals at tournaments, hotel rooms, that kind of thing for our board. I'm just kind of the one that learns a little bit of everything and helps wherever I can.
I do all the design work, and then of course print the programs and anything else that needs printed.
I think my primary roles are vision. You know, where do we want to go? What do we want to be to our schools and our young people? Also, be the public face of the Athletic Association, be the connection between this office and the general public.
I think people often have a misconception of how many people are in this building. I mean, even people in Boone don't understand, no, there's only 14 of us.
You know, when you're a staff of our size, we've got to work together. You can't be in a silo, just kind of hunker down on your part of this. We've got to bounce things off of each other. We have to collaborate. We've got to share ideas, and we've got to jump in and help where we're needed. We've got a leadership meeting every week, and we make sure we go through everything and anything that we should be discussing and trying to figure out how are we going to do this. We have a lot of fun doing what we're doing. Why wouldn't we? We're around sports all day.
For me, it's important because I feel like I'm helping a child. You know, I have a child with high anxiety, and this makes a difference to a child like her. And so it's really cool to be a part of that.
But when the other states look at us and see the programs that we run, see how we run them, I think they say, you know, Iowa does it pretty well.
Welcome back to the 2024 state quarterfinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. We're here at the 4A state quarterfinal. The 3-seed Waukee Northwest Wolves are tied at 0 with the 6-seed Pleasant Valley Spartans in a rematch of the 2022 state championship game. Both teams are just headed back out on the field here as we are just about set to get started with the second half of play here on Field 7 at County Soccer Complex. Neither team's making any changes from their initial starting 11 to start out the second half. Will be Pleasant Valley with the opening kickoff. Will be Holbert to play. Pleasant Valley loading the left side of the field early.
Come on, boys. Here we go.
Holbert goes back, and Ward will just send that deep. Suss fighting it off. A lot of physical action early in this second half as Spalding shows some of his pace. He's unable to get that by Kitzman. Ball now played out wide for Jack Ryder. Ryder playing it deep and intended for Rebro, headed away by Steffi. Some miscommunication there as Kitzman has to come back to claim that ball. Ball now headed up. McGinnis on it, tries to get it deep into Iqbal. They've been trying to find Abdul Iqbal as a target man all day. Haven't found much success with that yet. Vasquez playing it in, intending to find Holbert on the right side, just unable to. All the way back out for JT Suss. Now up to Aiden McGinnis. All played in. JT Spalding now. Spalding, a junior who was here for that state championship just 2 short years ago. Spalding has some space. He will throw this into the box. No challenge there for Gavin Ralston. Will fall right into his hands. Beautiful night for soccer here at County Soccer Complex as the sun just begins to set over the Des Moines area. Collins now controlling, having that ball taken away by Ino Montez, managing to get it back. Ball played up to Spalding, taken away by Ryder. PV with a chance to attack. Holbert deep into Wolves territory. Holbert with the shot. Schendel over there to make the save. Looked like it was headed out anyway, but can never be more safe than sorry as a keeper. Wolves still just controlling it in the backfield, being patient. Not looking to force anything. Played up Kitzman, able to control that. Looks for Vasquez down in the middle. Vasquez looked to get ahead on it, just was unable to as Steffi was able to clear. Taken away there by Dominic Rebro for Pleasant Valley. And now here comes Ward. Ward with the shot. Unable to find anything as that will just roll into the hands of Tate Schnell. Schnell not really being challenged, at least by Pleasant Valley, was challenged by the head of his own teammate, Landon Steffi, late in that first half. Steffi will play that deep in down, intended for Collins. Collins just headed off the ball by Stofflet. Ball played in, looking for it, ball there. Can't find it, and Wenzel down on the far side will just tap it out for another Spartans throw-in. Rebro gives up the foul there. Looked to be a handball. Another dangerous opportunity here for the Wolves. Cooper Collins taking this free kick. He's thrown in a few dangerous ones, including a few dangerous corners tonight. Collins with the chance to give Northwest the lead. Collins set and will fire. That's a high lofted ball into the center of the box. It bounces off a few heads and just sent away now. Vasquez running onto it. Now here comes Rebro. Rebro attempting to play it in deep, but can't, and now Ryder. Suss going to ground there to make the tackle. Ryder with the shot. Just in front of it is Schendel, mishandling it a little bit. A little lucky there that no striker was running in to claim the rebound. Ball being played up to Iqbal. Iqbal's got some space in the middle here. And a brilliant ball intended for Spalding. Just can't find him, and it will find its way out of bounds for a Wolves throw-in. JT Spalding was wide open on that run. Ball just not quite to him. Iqbal makes the turn. Centers it, looking for Collins. And that's cleared away by Reynolds. Sent down into Aiden Gabrielson. Gabrielson with the shot. No problem there for Ralston. He will just tap that out for a corner. Gabrielson with some power there on the shot. Northwest been dangerous off the corner kicks tonight. JT Suss and Cooper Collins standing over this one again as they have all corner kicks. It would be an in-swinger here. Were Suss to take it, an out-swinger. And it will be Suss as Collins runs away. Driven ball in. Iqbal just unable to connect on the header. Jack Ryder clears it deep. Looking for Darius Holbert. Tracking it down is JT Spalding. Cy Vasquez with the tackle there, and it will still find its way back to Cooper Collins. Very physical game being played here between the 3rd and 6th seed in the IHSAA state bracket. Spalding just sending that out for a free kick. It was Holbert on the run. Will be Jack Ryder to take this. Go long looking for IHSAA Vasquez. Vasquez heading that back down to Ward. Ryder plays the cross in, and Duff just manages to send it away. Spalding throws it up after keeping it in bounds. Ball gets a foot on that clearance as it stays low. Cooper Collins in, driving the pass in. Just off the foot, and that's sent out of bounds. Brett Adams did well to clear. Gabe Wenzel getting it in short here. Ryder again deep, headed for Vasquez. Vasquez in a foot race with Duff. Duff wins that foot race and just resets to Schendel. Then some pressure now. Schendel mishandles it. And the foul there, or no, the offsides. Vasquez was sitting in an offsides position as Rebro attended to send that to him. Very dangerous position there for Northwest, giving the ball away.
He missed the ball. What's the call?
Steffi still being patient for the Wolves as he'll find Abdul Iqbal. Iqbal in a much less deep position than normal. Suss down the line to Spalding. The two JTs linking up for the Wolves tonight. There's the cross from Spalding, in headed for Wenzel. Gabrielson just resets that to Jones. Now over to JT Spalding. Spalding with a turn and a hit. Looked to take a deflection, and it did. Looked to be just deflected off the foot of Evan Ward. Will be Collins and Suss standing over this once again. Collins to deliver this. Suss played a dangerous free kick earlier. Here it comes from Collins towards the back post. No one on the end of that. That will go out for another Spartan goal kick. 10 minutes gone from this second half of play here in the 4A quarterfinal. Pleasant Valley goes short for the first time tonight. Stofflet playing it deep, looking for Holbert. And that's Rebro just taking away. Rebro has some space now, looking for Holbert in the middle, just can't find the pass. It's sent out by Cooper Collins. Pleasant Valley on much more of an attacking foot than they were during the first half here. And Holbert driving. Holbert centers it back to Vasquez. Vasquez puts it in the right position. He fumbled with it for a little bit, but it's IHSAA Vasquez to break the deadlock here in the 4A quarterfinal. Darius Holbert did a wonderful job there, just cutting in and drawing Tate Schendel towards him, freeing up IHSAA Vasquez, who fumbled with it for a second, but was just there to put it in. Makes it 1-0 Pleasant Valley. The first goal scored between these two teams in state in regulation. With just 30 minutes left to play in this game. Substitution now will be Jeremiah Gibbs taking the place of Evan Ward in the midfield. Wolves attempting to go deep quick. Can't find anyone in it. Finds itself back at the feet of Holbert, who had the assist on that goal. Touched out of bounds by the Spartans there. Wolves go quick. All played in. Will find its way to Aiden Gabrielson. On to McGinnis. And just taken away. Brett Adams does a great job to dispossess the Wolves there. Finds its way back to JT Spalding. Northwest bringing all the pressure here now, falling a goal behind. Suss just manages to keep it in, but no one there to recover. Spalding plays it in for Gabrielson and sent out by Stofflet. Once again, he's been great in that center back position. Rebro was off to the races had it not been for that Landon Steffi tackle there.
Get it back, Darius!
Steffi now with it out wide, gets it right back from McGinnis. Pleasant Valley once again dispossessing Northwest. Riley Jones sends it into Abdullah Iqbal. Now back to McGinnis. And once again cleared away. Pleasant Valley doing everything in their power. And Holbert coming up, just unable to get his body on that as he went to the air, collided with a few Wolves defenders. McGinnis with the missed touch there. Rebro down to Holbert. Holbert's got some speed. We saw that on the goal. So some fancy footwork there, and Rebro getting deep and just sent out of bounds. Or just barely stays in on that far side. Out now for a Wolves corner. Substitution now for each team. Chang returning to the lineup along with Asabe replacing McGinnis. Cy Vasquez going off, the lone goal scorer in today's game. Wenzel attempting to find Gabrielson there, just unable to. And Iqbal makes the turn. Just sent away by Adams, but Suss is to it first. We'll just let that trail out of bounds. Looking for Jackson Asabe down the line. That ball off the foot of Abdullah Iqbal, out for another Spartan corner. Another substitution now. In would be Alicia Dale. In for number 12, Dominic Rebro. Dale, number 13 for the Spartans. Just 25 minutes left to play here in this 4A quarterfinal. That ball sent deep by Stoffler. Jones sends it into Iqbal. Iqbal with the header. Back to Collins. Now out wide to Wenzel. Wolves not showing any desperation yet. Jones brings it forward, looking for Spalding, just unable to find him. Ball played in and played out of bounds there by Aiden Stofflet. Will be another corner opportunity for Northwest. They've been very dangerous there with JT Suss and Cooper Collins sending balls in. It is Suss to take here. High lofted ball to the back post. Steffi gets a head on it. And just over the bar, the mixed header from Steffi and Abdullah Iqbal. It appeared to some Northwest fans that had gone in, but it was just over the bar, landing on the back of the net. Goes out for another Spartans goal kick. Pleasant Valley now just sustaining pressure. As another substitution will be made. It's Schutte into the game, replacing Darius Holbert. Gabrielson unable to control that. Just winning the ball away from Connor Reynolds. Dale just touches that out of bounds. Not a lot of time for Northwest here. Asabe tries to fire the shot. Spalding almost off the volley, can't hit it. Here comes JT Suss. Suss with some speed. Ball falls to Cooper Collins. And Collins equalizes here for Northwest with just 23 minutes left to play. The initial shot coming from JT Suss. A massive save by Gavin Ralston, but it fell to Cooper Collins, the captain for Northwest. And Cooper Collins just slotted it into the empty net. We are tied at 1 in this 4A quarterfinal. Substitution here for Pleasant Valley as Dominic Rebro returns to the game, replacing Cooper Reynolds. And it will be Chang headed back to take Reynolds' spot at left back. Chang playing the ball in, intended for Schutte. Ball just pinballing around the midfield. That clearance just nicked by JT Spalding right here in front of us in the tent. Throw-in taken quickly and off against JT Suss there for another Spartan throw-in. Rebro working against Suss. Just goes out of bounds for another Spartan throw-in. And Ryder goes long. Spalding now controlling, sending it up. But on it is Schutte. Will fall to Isai Vasquez. Vasquez's shot is blocked by Jaden Steffi there. Just 22 minutes left to play here in this 4A quarterfinal. Ball sent in, held by Rebro now. Rebro out to Ryder. Ryder with some space will play in the cross. And just cleared out of bounds all the way back into the Des Moines River by Cooper Collins there. Out for a corner. Will be Ryder to take. Sets it's a low-driven ball. Jones gets the first head on it. And Suss attempting to send it away. It's off the foot of Kitzman. Out for a Wolves throw-in. Both sets of fans are on their feet here. It's been quite the entertaining game between the two state finalists of 2022. Ball up to Iqbal. Just gets it back to Spalding. Spalding using some of his speed down the line. Kitzman with the tackle. And here goes Iqbal down the line. Iqbal going down a little too easily for the ref's liking. That is sent out by Ryder for a throw-in. Collins takes this quick to Iqbal. Ball just using his body. Collins now with the driven cross. Looking for Wenzel and is just unable to get a proper header on that. Be a throw-in now on the far sideline. Just over 20 minutes to play here in this exciting matchup between Waukee Northwest and Pleasant Valley. So looks in for Collins and just cleared away there by Kitzman. Way back to Duff. Ball played back in for Iqbal. It's just off the head of Stofflet. Here's Abdul Iqbal making some moves. Looking to get into the box, just slowed up by Chang. And just slips out of bounds. Another Wolves throw-in coming up. Will be Aiden Gabrielson to take this one as the clock ticks below 20 minutes. Long throw-in taken, finds the feet of Collins. Collins unable to get a clean shot, and then Gabrielson looked to send the cross in. Just deflected out. Gabrielson with the deep throw. Will find Asabe. That is just cleared out by Adams. Not farther than JT Spalding, though. And finally tapped out by Jack Ryder. Spartans sustaining a lot of pressure here from the Wolves' attack. Since that Isai Vasquez goal, it's been all Northwest. Suss with the long throw, looking for JT Spalding. Sent out once again by Adams, so we'll do that all over again. Likely with another long throw from JT Suss. He goes short instead. So the ball back, throws in the cross. It's deflected all the way back to Aiden Gabrielson. Gabrielson now has some space. Looks over to Gabe Wenzel. Wenzel looking to put in the cross. Ball now over to JT Suss in the corner. Suss driving, centers it to Iqbal. Iqbal the save from Ralston. Gavin Ralston with the incredible save to keep this game tied. Pleasant Valley now finally getting the ball up in the Wolves' half. Wolves take possession right back immediately. It's up to Cooper Collins, who will lay it off for Aiden Gabrielson. Gabrielson with the cross. No one there to collect. And Rebro's on it for the Spartans. Suss able to clear it away. Suss taken down by Rebro. A very dangerous position for Northwest here. Likely will have Cooper Collins on it, playing in the in-swinger. Collins, the lone goal scorer for the Wolves tonight. Just 17 minutes left to play here in this second half. Collins will set. JT Suss standing over the ball as well. Suss fakes Collins with the free kick, and it's just driven over the bar. Collins with a solid strike there. Few substitutions. Re-entering the game is Evan Ward, along with Darius Holbert. Also entering the game for the first time for the Wolves tonight is number 7, Agassi Torres. Takes Aiden Gabrielson's spot. Torres getting on the ball early. And here comes Spalding. Spalding, all the speed in the world, driving towards that left sideline. Spalding, the ball in, just out of bounds. Claiming for a penalty there as he was just connected with Ryder there, trying to make that cross. Won't get it. Some great soccer being played here. Stofflet to take another goal kick. Spalding gets a head on it early, but just too much there. Heads out for another Spartan throw-in. Time quickly running down as Anthony Lino Montez will return to the lineup, replacing Connor Schutte. Ball into Rebro. Immediately taken away by Collins. Collins and Rebro fighting for it there. JT Spalding just using enough of his body to get the ball away. Here comes Collins gliding through the defense. Torres attempted to lay it off there to Iqbal. Able to find him. Goes out for another Wolves throw-in. Less than 15 minutes left to be played here between the Waukee Northwest Wolves and the Pleasant Valley Spartans. Suss goes short take ball. Gets it right back. Suss now making a cut. Will throw in the cross. That's just off the foot of Brett Adams. Out for another corner. Northwest been so dangerous on these corners. It's been all due to Cooper Collins playing in that in-swinger along with JT Suss on the opposite side. Suss and Collins standing over this once again. Will be Collins to take. High driven ball. Iqbal just slipped as that is bounced around the box. And sent out of bounds by Rebro for a Northwest throw-in. Been a tightly contested game here between two very, very good teams. Substitution now for Northwest. Aiden Gabrielson returning to the lineup, taking Agassi Torres' spot. Deep throw in from Suss. Iqbal gets a head on it, and here comes Pleasant Valley trying to get up the field. It's Hulbert in a foot race with Jones. Jones wins the race, but just sends that out of bounds, allowing the Wolves defense to reset. Now held by Collins. Spalding the ball in for Iqbal. Just touched away there by Stofflet. Ryder up the field for Vasquez. Duff does well, and now it's back on the feet of Vasquez. Vasquez, the lone goal scorer for the Spartans today. And here comes Cooper Collins. The Wolves are on the break now. Lays it off for Abdullah Iqbal. Ball has a lot of speed. He will cut back into the center. Just getting slowed up by Kitzman. Sam Kitzman just doing enough to let Aiden Stofflet come in and clear that ball away. Chang sends that deep, intended for Vasquez. It will find its way all the way back to Landon Steffi. Daylight leaving County Soccer Complex. Asabe will just send it out of bounds there towards the Pleasant Valley bench. 12 minutes left to play here in this 1A quarterfinal. Chang with the throw-in into Darius Hulbert. Some collisions there. Ref says ball out on Northwest. It's all the way back. Hulbert able to get control of it. We'll find Lino Montez. Lino Montez dispossessed by Jones. Wolves have some speed. Spalding, deep ball in, intended for Gabrielson. And Stofflet just manages to get a touch on it. Looked to be a miscommunication between him and Ralston, as Ralston coming out to claim. Suss takes it away. Suss down to the end line, cutting in. Suss squares the ball, no one on the end of it for Northwest. A massive blown opportunity, and here come the Spartans down the field. Hulbert managing to keep it. Finds Ward. There's Lino Montez over to Rebro. Rebro just keeping it in, maintaining this counterattack. Rebro attempting to cross. Lino Montez just missing it. Cooper Collins now with the ball for the Wolves. Lino Montez now just cutting out wide. There's a player down. No stoppage in play yet as Rebro wins the ball. Pleasant Valley in an attacking situation. The massive save from Tate Schendel there on the shot from Dominic Rebro. Schendel laying out and laying his body on the line to keep this a tie game with 10 minutes left to play. What substitutions now for Northwest? Agassi Torres coming back on along with Aiden McGinnis, replacing the injured Cooper Collins. That is a massive loss this late in the game. Torres coming on, replacing JT Spalding with 10 minutes left to play. Two surprising subs from Carlos Asabe there. Will be Jack Ryder to take this corner kick. High lofted ball into the area. The header from Kitzman, and it sneaks in off the foot of Chang. And it's 2-1 Pleasant Valley. A massive header there from Kitzman, and it will just sneak in off the foot of Ethan Chang. Pleasant Valley takes a 2-1 lead. 9:10 left to play in this 4A quarterfinal. Could it get any more exciting here at County Soccer Complex?
Keep possession, kill the game, guys.
Ryder with just a beautiful ball there, and Kitzman just enough of a header to get that down to the feet of Chang. Just tapping it in past Tate Schendel. It was Schendel who created the corner with his phenomenal save, just unable to get to that one. That ball sent in for Aiden Gabrielson, sent right out of bounds by Ethan Chang. It'll be Aiden Gabrielson to take. Sends it deep now at the foot of JT Suss. Wolves throwing almost everyone in the box there. Ryder clears. And Suss has it. Suss, it's just tapped out by Dominic Rebro. Suss thought there should have been a foul, and JT Spalding coming back onto the field now. Will be replacing Agassi Torres. Just 8 minutes left. Clock running on this substitution. JT Suss, long throw and incoming. Kitzman gets a header on that. Adams will just attempt to send it away. Falls to the feet of Riley Jones. Over to Landon Steffi. Steffi looking for the ball in, can't find it. Lino Montez sends it up to Vasquez. Vasquez has space. Vasquez has space and speed. Just being held up there by Landon Steffi. Tackle there from Vasquez, and it's out on Steffi. Going out for a Pleasant Valley throw-in. Substitutions here for both squads. Cooper Collins returning to the game following his injury, along with Jeremiah Gibbs replacing Darius Hubbard. Only 7 minutes left to play. Chang takes that throw into Vasquez, just sent out of bounds by Jones. Northwest, no time to waste, trailing by 1. Chang sends in the cross looking for Rebro, and the offside is called. Chang was just sitting in an offsides position down in that corner. Just 6:45 left to play.
Take the ball away from them, guys.
Steffi plays quick to Duff.
Get the ball back.
Now with Gabe Wenzel. Not a lot of time left. Pleasant Valley has absorbed so much pressure so far today. Can they absorb pressure for just 6 minutes more? Spalding getting past. Spalding with the shot. And it just flies across the box all the way out to Aiden Gabrielson. Rebro takes that away from Suss, and Suss clips him as he goes down going for the ball. 6 minutes left to play. That is a bad free kick to give away for the Wolves. Pleasant Valley can take as much time as they want here. Will be Jack Ryder to take this. Ryder sets and fires deep. It finds its way all the way back to Duff. And Lino Montez does well there to keep possession for the Spartans.
Get it back. Win it.
Gabe Wenzel now with the ball, finds JT Spalding on the far side. He lays it off for Wenzel. Wenzel can't complete the pass there to Cooper Collins. A bad giveaway for the Wolves. Some physical play there for McGinnis. And Vasquez finds its way to Cooper Collins. One touch there from Spalding. McGinnis sends it over to Jones. Jones into the box. Headed away, dealt with well by Aiden Stofflet. Spalding now. Spalding giving away the free kick. The foul on Evan Ward. Just under 5 minutes left to play here in this 4A quarterfinal between Waukee Northwest and Pleasant Valley. These teams know each other well. They met just 2 years ago in the state championship. Much higher scoring game tonight, but the same physicality as we saw 2 years ago. Substitution here as Schutte returns to the lineup, placing Kitzman. Suss now has it, just holding for the Wolves. And Ethan Chang up there to make a big play and knock that out of bounds. 4:20 left to play here in this 4A state quarterfinal. Gives it over to Riley Jones. Ball played in from Wenzel, and Ralston deals with it well. Less than 4 minutes to play. Time running out. Spartans have 1 foot in the state semifinals on Friday. They just need to finish out this game. Just headed off by Iqbal there.
Again, get by the foot. Come on. Back up, Anthony, you back up.
Wenzel taking this down the line. Will find Spalding. Spalding down towards the line. Can't keep it in, and it's a goal kick for Ralston. Just 3 minutes left. Pleasant Valley can almost taste the semifinals at Mediacom Stadium on Friday. That ball played in deep by Stofflet. Northwest winning it right back. Now headed down by Rebro. Rebro just keeping it in. Ball goes out. Ref says it is a Wolves throw in here. On the near sideline. Ball in deep for Aiden Gabrielson. As it comes just off of his head out of bounds. 2:30 left to play.
Boys, let's go. Win that 2 minutes. You gotta win that ball.
Will be Stofflet to take this goal kick. He's been wonderful all night, shutting down this Northwest attack.
Waste the clock, guys. Waste the clock.
Stofflet deep once again. All 11 players for Pleasant Valley in their own half, trying to soak up the last remaining pressure that the Wolves have to give. Cooper Collins going and has it taken away. Suss now. Back to Collins. Jones out wide to Wenzel. Just sound out for another throw-in. Less than 2 minutes to play. Steffi into the box. Looking for Jones, can't find him. And that foul just outside the box. That is a massive decision from the referee here. Very dangerous opportunity. Foul committed, looked to be committed by Evan Ward there. Now an opportunity for Northwest equalize with just over a minute to play. Clock still running. Cooper Collins and JT Suss standing over this. 5 in the wall for the Spartans. Clock still ticking down. Collins will set and hit. And that ball bouncing, careening around out for a corner for Northwest. Less than a minute to play. Collins went low under the wall, and that ball just careened around the box. Collins to take Schendel up out of the goal. Just 40 seconds left to play. High and lofted from Collins. Iqbal unable to get ahead on it, and it's out for another corner for Northwest. 30 seconds left to play. Clock is ticking. JT Suss to take this. Low driven ball to the back post. Iqbal gets up, unable to get ahead on it, and that is out for a goal kick. Likely will do it with 15 seconds left to play. Pleasant Valley has sustained pressure all night, and they sustain just enough. 10 seconds left. Clock ticking down. Stofflet to take, and this is likely the last kick of the game, and it is! Pleasant Valley upsets Waukee Northwest in this matchup between the 6 and the 3 seeds. Northwest here to avenge their 2022 state championship loss, and they can't. Pleasant Valley, the better team on the night with 2 goals. One coming from Ethan Chang, one coming from Isai Vasquez. It was a very close game between 2 teams. Very physical game, but ultimately in the end, it's the Spartans coming out on top, 2-1. And a large part of that due to their keeper, Gavin Ralston, made some very crucial saves in some very crucial moments for Pleasant Valley. They will advance to play in the state semifinal Friday at Mediacom Stadium. It's the first time these semifinals will be played at Mediacom Stadium. Pleasant Valley fans ecstatic as they just managed to hold on against Waukee Northwest, sustaining pressure all game, sitting in that low block, and it was just enough. A final goal coming for Ethan Chang off of the corner kick, driven in low. Teams shaking hands here, and in just a moment we will send it out to the PA announcer for the trophy presentation.
Directing your attention to midfield for the awards, presenting the state tournament achievement trophy from the Iowa High School Athletic Association is Mr. Andy Unthum. Please join in congratulating the players, coaches, and fans of the Wolves of Waukee Northwest for a fine season and making the state tournament. Pleasant Valley Spartans, your semifinal game will be played at Mediacom Stadium this Friday, May 31st at 7 o'clock p.m. Congratulations. Safe trips home.
And that will do it from the 4A quarterfinals. Pleasant Valley defeats Waukee Northwest 2-1 in a very closely contested game. The final goal coming from Ethan Chang. And that will do it. On behalf of our producer, Justin Wolber, and all of us here in Des Moines, I'm Thomas Campbell. Thank you for watching the Iowa High School Athletic Association's broadcast of the 2024 State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.